Am I the asshole for telling my mom she is also to blame for why my brother and I won't host our parents for the holidays? Last Christmas was my brother's first holiday, not living at home with our parents. He wanted to host everyone in his new apartment. Also around this time last year, my parents had mutually agreed not to get each other gifts as they were focusing on paying off some debt. Apparently, there was some miscommunication. My dad thought this meant no gifts at all. My mom thought this meant no gifts, but they'd still exchange stockings. In our family, stockings are always small stuff. Body care, sacks and candy, you get the picture. I was living with my parents last year, and I had heard all the discussions. I honestly saw both sides when on Christmas morning, we all woke up and Mom didn't have her stocking filled from Dad. She was very quiet, but clearly hurt. He ran out to the pharmacy, quickly bought some things to fill her stocking, saying he was sorry. Now, should my dad have communicated better? Sure. Do I understand my mum's hurt by the situation? Also sure. But I thought they'd be able to swallow it all for lunch at my brother's. We go and my dad is doing his best to make up for his blunder. My mum is in a terrible mood and keeps picking at him all day long. Toward the end of our time there, she ended up making a snarky remark about my dad not filling her stocking. My dad flipped his shit and started screaming that nothing he does is enough, then stormed out. My brother was clearly upset by having Christmas ruined by their arguing. I convinced my mom we should leave not long after. My brother and I were upset with both of them. My dad shouldn't have flipped out and screamed. My mom also should have kept her comments to herself or spoken to my dad later. My brother was embarrassed as his roommate had come home, and while he was in his room, he overheard the arguing. My brother stopped having my parents over altogether after that, though he'd still invite me. My brother would also visit us at my parents' place. Thanksgiving is fast approaching, and we were all trying to coordinate plans. I recently got my own place, but honestly don't want to host after last year. My brother said he's never hosting another holiday at his apartment again. My mom was hurt by this, but eventually we all just planned to have dinner at my parents' place. Later on, my mom was complaining to me that my brother won't have us over anymore, feeling pushed out. She said it was my dad's fault and she shouldn't be punished. I told her while my dad was wrong for screaming, she chose to be whiny all day long. I clarified that I understood her hurt, but she also partially ruined the day by not letting it go. My mom got mad at me and accused me of taking sides. I said I'm not. If Dad bitched, I'd tell him the same, but he seems to understand that he ruined it. I also pointed out that neither of them ever apologized to my brother, and I'm not confident they'd never do it again. My mom says I'm in the wrong for how I spoke to her. Am I the ass here? Edit. Because of course, everyone's favorite game is let's play devil's advocate. This is not my parents' first time having an argument like this. In the past, it hasn't been about Christmas, but it's been about other stuff. They hate each other, but stay married due to not being able to afford to divorce and live separately. They hate each other. Their screaming matches are constant, and they have ruined other family events. We've suggested therapy and they won't go. They want to stay trapped and miserable. Yet, when my brother and I bickered about stupid stuff as kids, they'd scream at us for ruining their peace. We're at the point where they don't get to do this without consequences. This is the consequence. For those saying I shouldn't blame my dad as much as I do in this post, the main reason I hold him at 50% is because he started screaming. If he had just remained quiet and spoke to my mom later, then he wouldn't be held to the same degree. Because he screamed and refused to take accountability for his tantrum, he goes up here too. But I agree, without that, my mom is more at fault. Thank you to those who actually listened and paid attention. Even if I didn't agree with what you said, you didn't try to play stupid devil's advocate and make the story into something it wasn't.